This is the story of the super force of space explorers.
Greetings, one and all, and welcome to Mornings of Mischief. I'm your host, Stone Loki, and with me today is one amazing artist, almost like the artist of artists, Makini Draws. How are you doing, brother?
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night, wherever you are. My name is Makini, the artist, journeyman, and illustrator, and I woke up just for this moment, and I'm happy to be a part of the Mornings of Mischief.
I love it.
Thank you for letting me be here, Loki. Thank you.
Oh, thank you. Thank you for being here. You just hit 1K. Let me say hello to everybody in this wonderful chat this morning. And hail and greetings. Good morning, Moods of Madness. Good morning, Gun Bunny. What is up, Gun Bunny? Bunny had a gun. Dave G Sound. What is up, my brother? How are you doing? Leia Rose, the beautiful Leia Rose is here. Good morning, Leia. Good morning, Daryl the Derelict. I'm not going to call you beautiful, Daryl. Fuck you. We're not calling you beautiful.
Daryl's not beautiful, but Daryl's not beautiful, though. Is that what you're saying?
He's scruffy.
Oh, Scruffy can be beautiful, though.
Okay. All right. You're beautiful, Daryl. We love you. Mark the infinitely tired.
Mark is anything but beautiful, but...
Wendy, everybody loves a Wendy. No, we don't. Absolutely. Mark says, congrats, Mac. Makini Draws.
Thank you.
Thank you. My God. Good morning, Psychodorf 9. Good morning, my brother. I'm sorry. I got to say it right. Psychodorf 9. Good morning, Psychodorf 9. How are you doing? Good morning, Das Wolfen. Good morning to Das Wolfen. Mariella Newworth. Good morning, Mariella. How are you doing this morning? Project Storytime. The Wrenches of Ragnarok are all here. Good morning, gentlemen. Old Gamer 72 Cutlass. Good morning, Apollome's Minion. Good morning, Apollomy. How are you doing this morning? It is so good to see you. Forbidden Ruin. Good morning. Lady Mist, our guardian of the void, is here. Good morning, Lady Mist.
Salute.
How are you doing? Good morning. Good morning, everybody. Adega Outlaw, the mad doctor of disaster and destruction. He's kind of like a mad titan, but nicer. So
he doesn't want to wipe out half of humanity, right?
no, just the people that do really nasty shit.
I can take. I can. I think that could be a good trade-off. I think that's the.
Oh my god. It's already started.
I love how we said that at the same time.
Jinx, damn it. Jinx. Oh my god. Oh, Darius Munchausen has $1.49. He's already throwing popcorn at us. He's already throwing popcorn at us. Thank you so very much, Darius Munchausen.
Thank you, Darius.
Absolutely rock.
And you missed a super chat, Darius.
Daryl is beautiful when your eyes are closed, or when you have a bag over your head.
Daryl is beautiful when when your eyes are closed, and Mark is beautiful when the light's off.
Oh my god! Somebody get a brown paper bag. Oh shit! Good morning, Captain Fandom Nerd. How are you doing?
Good morning, Captain.
Mags! Oh my god, Magic Mags.
My
Good
CSF
morning.
Nation, my CSF Nation ambassador, Mags. Good to see you, sweetheart.
She is just wonderful, isn't she? She's so great.
She's everywhere, and she's everywhere where we want her to be, and everywhere she wants to be. It's just that, it's a case where it's like work comes first for her, and she tries to be everywhere she can. And I just appreciate the fact that she's here. Like, unfortunately, we had to stream. We streamed with her, and she had to go for church because I don't know if she wants to explain this, but basically her shaving legs for the Lord resulted in a little bit of a bloody leg beforehand. So she had to go straight to church later, right during our stream. So.
DJ Ronnie G, good morning to you. He said, I found a late 90s gaming accessories brochure with the Adega lookalike in it. It was a mad scientist drawing. I could see that. He is a mad scientist. So,
yes.
The mad doctor. Instead of the mad titan, the mad doctor. Okay, so I'm so happy to see everybody here. Let's get to it. Mac, origin story time, brother. We were talking about this backstage, and you were like, Loki, I don't know if we have enough time to do it. Origin story time.
Okay.
How did you get here?
Okay. Do you want the original? Do you want kind of the original, like 2000? Do you want the original origin, or do you want the 2015 rebooted timeline, or do you want the current timeline origin?
That's totally up to you, man. Tell it how you want to tell it.
Okay. I think okay, I'll put it this way. 2007, I used to just make this was in fact my third channel. I used to make AMVs back in 2007 when YouTube was started. I was only a junior in high school. And that's how it's surreal. And just thinking back what YouTube was like back in the day. And then like 2015, I closed that account down like a year later, 2 years later. And then 2015, I opened up a gaming channel that only lasted for like a year and 100 subs later. Just kind of didn't care about that much. And then the third, I guess, where kind of the whole Makini 90, the Makini draws start out as is when I was on Instagram, and I've been watching YouTube basically since 2007, since like all this started. And I have been involved in the whole, like, seeing a lot of different culture war and all that stuff, whatever you want to call it, just a lot of stuff that's been going on. In I want to say about 2017, I started Instagram, and it was before they started adding the stories feature, which I like to see the Instagram stories as like the proto TikTok, like the original like TikTok stuff like that, where you could post 15-second clips to your timeline. Well, what I used to do was I used to do time lapses of all the drawings that I would post on Instagram, and I would post those as like 15-second clips on 15-second clips on my Instagram stories, because that's how much they would allow it. But I would make like 1 minute, a whole 1 minute video out of 15-second clips. Um, I was already well versed with YouTube, and I had like this backed up like this database of like all the time lapses I did. I realized one of the time lapses that I had was one of the time lapses that I had was I had it full, could start to finish, and I had a YouTube channel already set up for me back when I signed up for Google Plus. I don't know if you remember Google Plus.
I do.
Yes, I was very prominent. I was very much prominent in Google Plus back in the day. So I had a YouTube channel, but I never used it. I never used it. It was just I just use it just so I could just watch you guys and watch everybody else. But in 2019, I took one of those videos and just posted it up there, and that's still like my second highest view video now. So, but kind of, but if you guys want to know just kind of where I started in the kind of the whole, how did I become like in this like this whole community, in this like this whole group, and whatever you want to call it, group fellowship, it started back in 2017, 2018, when we were all when a certain Star Wars film by a certain round-headed idiot basically um it basically it gave birth to the whole Phantom Menace and such. And I used to be a big follower, super chat of Jeff of World Class Bullshitters. And I remember the OG High Council. It was him, Jeremy of Geeks and Gamers, and Ethan Van Skyver.
Yes, it was.
So that's kind of where I got myself involved in the community and stuff like that, because I used to send super chats all the time. When I started my channel, with the first video, and I just kind of left that alone because I was just more focused on just listening to you guys and such. And then what happened was, of course, a certain pandemic happened in 2020, and while everybody was in lockdown, myself, I decided, I was like, listen, I can keep myself busy. I can keep myself occupied throughout this lockdown. And I did that very just thing. I got a couple gigs here and there. I did venture out, did a couple things here and there. I didn't get more involved in YouTube until I started opening up a Teespring. I opened up a Teespring and I started doing a couple of t-shirt designs based off of certain YouTubers. In fact, I'm actually wearing one of my old shirt designs of Mary Mayhem that I did for her, and that's kind of how I got kind of my name my name started to kind of get around. And what I would say that the biggest proponent, or the biggest like benefactor that got me to say, or that encouraged me so much to get more involved with YouTube in general, the biggest proponent of that was John Talks. John Talks I was a big fan of, a longtime follower of his channel. And the thing about John Talks was that every time I super chatted, every time I just commented, he would immediately shout me out. He would shout my channel out. He would shout my Instagram out. And that's kind of where it started. And he made me a mod. He made me a mod on his channel. What happened was that I started becoming a mod on a couple other people's channels when I learned from my friend Tommy of the Game Pit Collective, just how to mod and how to become a mod on people's channels. And I will never forget the night that, and I will say that this is the night that got me more involved in YouTube. Was he had an open stream up, and he sent me an invite, and this is the first time I ever got to be on a live stream, was with him, Nina Infinity, and Tom of Midnight's Edge. It was so surreal. The first time I ever got a chance to be on with three of it, and it was with them.
Were you sweating? Did you sweat
Yes, I
at
was.
all? Oh, man,
totally.
isn't that nuts? It's like, oh my god, I'm sweating. I'm nervous and I'm sweating.
So nervous. I was like, I couldn't believe I'm on. I was like, I can't believe I was on with Tom at Midnight's Edge. I was like, my first time I've ever got on stream. I was like, this is insane. And he acknowledged my stuff. They all did. And I'm like, this is amazing. I was like, okay, I'll continue doing the modding thing, and I'll continue making videos out for YouTube. And then around the time of August of 2020 was, I decided that, I've been much more familiar being on live stream with other people, and learning how to kind of get this thing going, how to learn how to live stream, learn how to use StreamYards, learn how to even learning how to get my camera set up and start drawing. On, I think it was August 23rd of 2020, I decided that one Sunday I am going to go, for the first time ever, I am going to go live. I'm going to do a live drawing session. And that's kind of where history is. That's kind of where you say the rest is history, because the first Makini live I did, my first ever co-host was Mads Mama Bear. My first ever guest was Mads Mama Bear, who would go on to become my co-host. Bruce Lombardo would go on to be my second co-host about 2-3 streams later. But these were guys who were so integral to the helping growth of my channel, and people who were, I would call, probably some of my closest friends and some of my biggest fans. And Bruce and Mads, they've been there since day one. They've been supporting me even before I started streaming. So it just came by. We've had multiple guests, we had multiple co-hosts over the years. That's where it flourished. That's where I started. And I cannot believe it's been, 2 years since. And we're coming up on a 2-year anniversary, and just thinking about what it was like back then. Because like me, it was like, I had this shitty ass potato cam. I didn't have a microphone at the time. I just had my headphones with a microphone set up. It was atrocious.
But you were live, and that's one of the things I've said before. People are like, well, I don't have the equipment, I don't have the right kind of microphone, I don't have the headset, and I don't have, and I'm like, shit, you have some earbuds in your iPhone.
Exactly.
You go to town.
Exactly.
Go to town.
Exactly. The only problem is StreamYards doesn't have like a mobile app that I could use, instead of having to have to do the website on my phone to get it to work. And then that's kind of when I discovered that, there's actually a webcam there's a webcam app I could use for the phone for the longest time. And then 2 years later, Bruce recommended me this IPVO V4K webcam, which was money well spent for $100. And I've used that ever since. So, but that's kind of my origin. I would say that like my origin goes even deeper than that, because it covers the entire journey, the entire the reason why I do what I do, like the reason why because I realized that I couldn't, and this was kind of Bruce's suggestion when we were putting together Makini Live, was that because there are going to be moments where I am going to be taking breaks from streaming for one reason or another. So Bruce brought the idea up of, we're going to do Makini Live in a seasoned format. So with the first stream that we did, that was season 1, We just called it Makini Live back then, and then season 2 began at the start of January in 20 or no, season 2 began in like September or in December. That was like season 2. Season 3 began in January 2020, and then just gone on. We just did it in a season format. We're now on our 7th season of Makini Live, and we hit that magical number. I want to say what time is it? What day is it? So this is the 27th. So that is 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 weeks before our 2-year anniversary of Makini Live, we're already at 1,000 subscribers. And for me, this was a journey. This was an incredible journey. This was such a journey that, you know, I've spent, you know, so many sleepless nights thinking about, so many nights just, you know, just absolutely in awe. I'm truly in awe of this moment. And, you know, why this mattered so much to me was just because it was just that feeling I could. It was knowing I could. It was that, you know, I'm in the presence of so many amazing people, and so many amazing people I can call friends. And I've seen so many people shoot up 1K in 2 years. In the 2 years I've been so active on this platform, I have seen so many people grow and just get monetized and all that stuff. And I'm like, that's going to be, and I keep saying, that's going to be us someday. Soon, that's going to be us. Well, that soon was freaking now. That was gonna be us. I was like, that was going to be us someday. Now, we're with y'all. I'm like, I cannot believe, I'm so proud to say that I'm monetized with these guys I can call my friends who have grown. I have watched these people grow so much, and now I'm right there with them now. It's still just, I have to keep my voice down because I know it's early in the morning, but it's just absolutely surreal.
You got up at 5:30. You got up at 5:30 there. It's not 8 o'clock. Like, it's 8 here, man. It's 8:23 here. It's 6:23 there. Shit. You know how many people have been like, yeah, I can't do your show. Oh, well, I'm sorry, man. Oh, no, it's not that I don't want to. It's just that it's like 6 in the morning and, you know, we're over on the West Coast. And I'm like, oh, I get it. I get it. But no, you were like, I'll be there, Loki.
I already told you before that I actually had to adjust. I adjusted my alarm clock just so I could wake up early enough to catch a show. That's dedication. That's how much I've dedicated to this channel. Okay, I will wake up early as I possibly can, as my body will let me, to catch a show. Just as long as it's not in the middle of the night, we're good.
Yeah. Oh, no, I get that.
So, but
you know how many times Snow teases me about, isn't it past your bedtime, Loki? Yeah, shut up, you bastard.
It's just
past your bedtime.
No, I don't have that. I could. I used to wake up early a lot anyway, so this is nothing new to me.
Oh, I was always a night person. I would be sleeping now. I would be totally sleeping now. So, yeah, I was always a night person. This has been since the show. This is the first time I can think of in my life where I'm like, no, I wake up, I get my drink, I come in and I sit down and I'm like, all right, let's do this. I've never felt that way before in the morning, ever.
It's amazing though. That's the amazing part. It's like we've made just it feels so different from when I started. It feels so different from, you know, what it was like back in 2017 where we're all like rallying together over, you know, The Last Jedi and how Star Wars affected, and you know how, you know, Disney Star Wars, you know, affected all of us. And you know, I've stood my ground with you know, I've stood my ground in that. I have never seen in a single I have not seen anything else Star Wars related since 2017, since 2018, since The Last Jedi. I was only willing to watch it a second time because I saw that the original High Council was going to watch it again. and I left Star Wars, something that meant a lot to me, something that for to beat the net to break the narrative. You know what got me into Star? You know who got me into Star Wars?
Who?
My mother.
Oh wow.
My mom did. Yep, she took me to see the '90s. What was it? The '90s re-releases.
Oh yeah,
That was my
with the digital add-ins.
yes. Yep,
Yeah,
that was my first experience. So
that was the first time I saw him in theater. I'd seen him obviously on like VHS and Beta Max and all that shit back in the day. Yes, there was a thing called a Beta Max for those out
yes,
there
it
that
was.
have no idea. Yeah.
But yeah, that was my first experience, and then just like just I never I never really I was definitely on that thing where like the running gag was the prequel trilogy, and then sequel trilogy. I was like, when we saw Force Awakens, I didn't feel anything. That was like the first time I ever didn't feel anything in a Star Wars film. I just didn't feel nothing, and then I saw The Last Jedi, and I was very, very unhappy. I was very unhappy, very conflicted. And the problem, and I think that what immediately just destroyed my love for Star Wars was Lucasfilm. How Lucasfilm truly treated everybody. The whole man babies comment, the whole just the antagonism towards fans and such. That's what killed my love.
Oh my God.
Oh my god.
Hello and good morning to
Good morning, Mary.
you, Mary Mayhem. Holy
Good morning, Mary.
shit.
I'm actually wearing
Good
I'm actually wearing the
morning.
shirt I made for you 2 years ago, surprisingly. It's the funny thing. But yeah, that was that, and of course, on the other side we got the MCU and such, and I was a long time. My first MCU experience was the Avengers in 2012. I watched Incredible Hulk, and that was it. But it was the first Avengers film that made me love the MCU. It made me get me more involved in the MCU. And at the time of 2017, the whole all new, all different Marvel, that thing that was going on, because I was following a lot of comic YouTubers at the time. I saw what was coming a mile away, so I established that after Endgame, that was going to be it for me. I was going to walk away from the MCU because I knew what was going to happen afterwards, and sure enough, it did. Now, I made the exception for No Way Home just because I ended up loving that film. But everything else, I just don't care for it. I'm not interested whatsoever. So, because I know it's the whole thing where it's like, okay, you know, it's the whole thing that people were saying. It's like you can, we can talk, criticize, we could say stuff, but the people who are still watching it, there are people who are still watching and still giving it a chance. It's like, no, for me, I've been steadfast. I'm someone who's been steadfast, and I only listen whatever I hear about when it comes to like, Disney Marvel and Disney Star Wars. That comes from just listening to y'all, because I walked out and I have stood my ground on that. I've stayed with I kept my principles, I guess you could say. But yeah, it's just amazing just kind of how it all started, and how it's just like one single Star Wars film like brought so many people together. It unified.
So I've got another question for you.
Yes.
If you learned anything over this journey over the past 2 years,
Yes.
top tier thing, what is it that this has taught you, getting from where you started to finally getting monetized?
That's a hard one, because I feel like I learned a lot. I really do feel like I learned a lot in my time here. Um, I think that probably one of the most important things is just perseverance. No matter how hard it is, no matter how hard, you have to stay through the course. this a marathon. This is not a sprint. And you have to understand that, listen, there's going to be people around you. There are always going to be people around you who will be able to hit that finish line at a quicker pace, who are able to grow at a quicker pace than you will. And that's not a plight on you. This just, it happens. That's how it is. That's how life is. It's just going to be, it's the same thing with Instagram. A lot of people are going to get bigger than you are. You cannot let that jealousy or envy get to you. You can't. And that's so important for me. And that's something I've been struggling. I've been struggling to deal with. And surprisingly, it feels like I've actually succeeded in that. I've accepted that. I've accepted the fact that everybody works at their own pace. Everybody's going to grow at their own pace. You know, what may the techniques, like you listen to a lot of you listen to a lot of like YouTubers, a lot of channels that will say like how to get to your first 1,000 subscribers in like 10 months, or like how do you get your
90
first 100
days.
in 90 days and stuff. It's like,
Yeah.
the thing is, it just doesn't, it's not going to work for everybody. It really isn't. You have to do it what's best for you. You have to understand, if you put the time in and if you don't give up on yourself after like not being able to grow, because there was a point, and I will say this, there was a point that I felt like I wasn't growing. It felt like I wasn't growing. I felt like I was being stuck. And it took so many people.
All of us feel that way at some point. All
Yeah,
of us, whether it's just once, whether it's multiple times, we all feel that way at some point, that we've hit a rut and we can't get out of it.
right. And it wasn't the case of like, oh, I'm not like, I wasn't having like an artist block, or I wasn't having a block on not knowing how to make content. It's like, no, I was churning content out left and right. I just didn't see any growth. There just wasn't any growth, and I just had to keep persevering. I had people, I had friends tell me all the time that, it's not a race, it's a marathon. You got to stay for the course, and that's a mental thing, and that's a thing I had to tell myself mentally. Is like, listen, it's gonna happen sooner or later. You cannot, and I repeat, you cannot give up this easily. You have to keep persevering through this. It's not going to be a cakewalk. It's not going to be able to get it in the first week. You're not going to be able to be like a lot of the people who found that, who just found that niche, who found that, who found that magic and just was able to just shoot up overnight. You're not going to be an overnight success story, and I understand that. So that's why it matters so much to me hitting this milestone, because it's for so many reasons. And that was the one reason. It was just showed that it all pays off. Everything you put in, for all the work that you put in your channel, it's going to pay off at the end. It may not pay off immediately, but it will pay off in the long run.
Yeah, as the Dorbs would say, we're making a long-term deposit.
Exactly. It's a long-term deposit, and it finally paid off. When that day happens, it's going to be very special for you, because it's like all that hard work, all that perseverance, all those nights that you just did not want to spend putting videos out, putting everything out to get everything together, get everything that you want to have, this building your identity, build everything yourself in there. It all paid off. Networking does help. Everything helps. It's just, for me, that's the thing I got out of it was I have to stay the course. You cannot give up so easily. And sure enough, I didn't. Sure enough, I didn't. Sure enough, it happened. Like the thing is like, the thing is like, you built a name for yourself before you were even monetized. And that was the insane thing, though. That was the same thing. It was like, I was already a name in like this community, in this sphere, before I even had 1,000 subs, because I was everywhere, because I was all over the place.
That's right. Yeah. Yeah.
It's just like everything we've done up to this point makes hitting that 1K milestone so incredibly special for me. That's why it matters, because it's like you earned it. You finally freaking earned it. You freaking worked for it. And it's just right there. It's just right there, man. Should I even go on the Monday that it happened? Should I even go on
Yeah.
the day that it
Yeah.
happened?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Tell us about the Monday that it happened.
Okay. So um it started on Sunday. It started during the Sunday Culture Review, and over the weekend, I was not feeling good. Like, I had to go to work. I wasn't like, my stomach wasn't feeling good and such like that. And I had to work Saturday. I don't like working weekends.
No, nobody likes working weekends.
I don't like working weekends. I hate it as much as having to work a night shift. No, I came home, I was gonna stream, and I was like, okay, I'm tired about this weekend, but I got stuff to look forward to, and that's Makini Live, and that's, the Sunday to look forward to. That's what Sundays are. Sundays are the special day. That's Makini Live. That's why I refuse to take I refuse to work on a Sunday if I have to. I will opt Sundays out, because that's my streaming day. That is the day that the magic happens. I was on Culture. I was on it was another day for the Sunday Culture Review, and we were climbing. We were already at like 960 or so, and I just gave a little update. Before the show started. That we hit 970. We were doing good, and then what had happened was, or we were like we were 950. I think it was 950 when on Sunday, and what happened was, Culture and everybody in Culture's chat, everybody was doing a huge sub push for me. And I was just like, no. And they would tell me like I'm at 960, but we were like an hour and a half an hour into the Sunday Culture View, and I was like, they're telling me I'm at 960. I'm at 965. I was like, no, this cannot be happening. Not on this stream. No, not today. No, please, no. And I was like, this is gonna happen. This is gonna freaking happen. We have Arwen on. Oh my god, I cannot believe this is gonna happen. And then what happened was we did Makini Live with Arwen, and I will say that was probably the most heartfelt, and I mean this, the most heartfelt 3 hours we've ever done on that show, because it was, phone Arwen suffering phone issues and all, because she kept getting disconnected and stuff, and her internet was Arwening itself the whole time. So we stuck with her. It was like, no, we're gonna finish this through this, damn it. And that ended up being a fantastic stream. And I didn't, after that, I was like, okay, I was gonna go on Twitch, and that was it. I was gonna start my week. It was a great stream because it started the week, and I think it was a great way to start the week for us. And it felt personal. It felt really personal, and I can't thank Arwen enough. So we'll get to that later, because here's what happened. I was watching the Monday morning. I was just getting myself ready for work and just kind of listening. I had a video. I was doing one of my sketch diary videos, because I missed out on Monday. I was video editing a lot, and I was just checking in on Fats, who was streaming Division 2 with Jester and Explorer. And one thing that he mentioned was that, the stream with Arwen was great, and that last time he checked, it had over 500 views. And I was like, wait, what? Really? I went over to my channel to check the view count on that video, and what was the first thing I saw when I opened my channel? It said Makini draws 993 subs. I was losing my mind. I was like, wait. How did I get like 20 subs overnight? It happened overnight. I did not expect it. It happened right after we were streaming. Right after. So I don't know if it was like the algorithm or picked it up or something.
Well, one of the things I've noticed, I don't want to go all technical here because this is your story. One of the things I have noticed though is it's almost like they hold it.
Yeah.
So if you get a group of people that subscribe to you, it may take a day, it may take 2 days, but it's almost like they're taking them and clumping them all together, and then poof, they're there. And they do the same thing when they take them away. It's like you'll have 10 to 15 subscribers just go poof and they're gone all at the same time. And you're like, what the hell happened? Oh, well, it's YouTube doing its thing. It's every YouTube doing its November thing.
Yeah, exactly. It was just mental because I looked at my channel. I was like, are you serious? 993 subs. I was like, and I had to post it on Twitter, and I was like, holy S word. I was like, this is insane. And then what happened minutes later was I saw Esh. I think it was Mags. I saw Esh. I saw a lot of people. Even Fats was like, everybody, Makini is 7 subs away from 1K. And I was like, this is going to happen today, isn't it? And then
damn straight.
I think it was 10 minutes. I think what happened was after I made that tweet, like 5 minutes later, I was watching Fast's stream in the background. 5 minutes later, I see him and I see Arlena tell me in the chat, Makini, you are at 1K. I checked back my channel and I saw the K. I saw 1K under my name. I immediately started tearing up. I had to get out of my seat. I had to stop everything I was doing when I saw that. Because I was tearing up so much. That made my day. It
made your week. Did it make your whole week?
It made
might be the whole month.
It was I was joking about. No, I literally teared up when I saw that. And I had to I made that Twitter post that said, I need a minute, guys. I'm sorry, I am tearing up right now. It's just absolutely insane. Just insane. The rest of the day, I was so happy. The rest of the day, and no matter what happened, it was just like, no matter what happened, the rest of the day, nothing was going to take that moment away. It wasn't going to take that moment away. I had to sit and think about it. The entire day I was at work. I'm like, this can't be happening. This is just when you saw that, it's just like a wave of emotions just hit you. It just hits you. You think about everything you built up for the past 2 years that you've been in the trenches for. And it just paid off. It was just, I'm just like, are you serious? Are you freaking serious to me? Are you freaking serious? I can't believe this. I can't. And I have to tell Arwen, because you might want to show Arwen the background, because apparently let's just say Arwen has had a hand in a lot of things recently.
Oh yeah. Give me just let me put it up on the front. Let me pull it up on the front. Put it up. This was obviously it's Makini's work, but this was put together by Chris Persia, a wonderful wrenchier.
I love it. Arwen's on twice. Just twice. No, I kept telling because I kept telling Arwen that I thought it was going to happen when we had her on Sunday. I thought this was all going to happen when we had her on Sunday. I expected that people were going to tell me in the chat that I had to stop everything I did just to see that 1K mark. That's what I thought it was going to happen. It didn't. But here's what happened, and I got to show Armin this. No, I think she deserves this. Hang on. Let me turn my camera off just for 1 second. That's Eivor of Assassin's Creed Valhalla. Anyway, I wanted to fit the mood. I wanted to find something that fit the tone. So, okay, here we go. And I just finished it last night. So, Arwen, all I'm gonna say is don't actually freak out. Actually, just freak out. Just freak out. Anyway, and let me turn this up because I need a visual. I need a visual for this. And oh, 1 second. There we go. And it's done. Yeah, I finished it last night, but yeah, it's done. So
that is beautiful. That is absolutely beautiful.
So what happened that Monday? And I kept telling him Monday, and I was checking the analytics. I was telling Arwen multiple times that the Sunday stream we did with her became the highest viewed. It is officially the highest viewed and most liked video on the channel. It's like 916, 917 views and nearly 90 likes. And I kept telling her that, the highest viewed video, like the most viewed video on my channel has your name and face plastered all over it. So don't tell me that you don't affect people's channels. Don't tell me that you don't have an effect on people's channels. And she's telling me, it's like, no, this is all you, baby. This is all you. So yeah, it just like that entire Monday morning was just like a wave of emotions for me. It was so much to take, and I'm truly blessed by that. And I just something that felt very special, that the fact that it was the fact that it was someone that we all deeply care about, who was there to see it happen and who had an effect on it happening. I only purpose, guys, if you guys have not saw that Sunday stream we did, that was, like I said, it was one of the most heartfelt Makini lives we've done, because it was just 3 straight hours and we just had so much fun doing it. And it was just felt a lot personal for all of us too. So, yeah, finish this just for her and I'll send it out to her when I could get the frame for it. So, but it was just, the thing is, it's just it all happened so fast. It all happened so. I remember what Jay was Drunk 3PO was saying, was that when you hit 900, you're gonna get a push. You're gonna get that push over the line from everybody around you and from YouTube itself. They're gonna do everything they power to push you over the line the moment you hit 900. And I was telling everybody that we hit 1K 2 weeks, literally 2 weeks after we hit 900. In 2 weeks, we shot up 100 subs. And I hit 900 on July 4th. On America's birthday. That's the funny part. I was like, I got 2 things to celebrate. Yeah. To celebrate, but it was just like this entire month of July was just like, this is happening. I can't believe this is happening. I cannot believe all of this is happening right now. I know. You guys got super chats of it. I'm so sorry. I feel bad right now.
No. That is exactly what this is about. This is about you and hearing from you. That's what we're here. They're not here to listen to me this morning. They're here to listen to you this morning. That's the whole point of this. I don't do many of these invites on Wednesday. Usually it's just me talking about the algorithm and bullshit and what not to do and all that shit. No, they are here to hear you this morning, brother.
Yeah,
This
I
is
know,
this
I
is all
know.
about you.
I
This is
know.
a celebration of you.
I know. It's just that living. It's just like. I have become the. I feel like I've become the success story of like the example of what happens when you don't what happens when you do not give up on this platform when you persevere.
That's
I feel
right.
like I've become a shining example of that. I know. I know. Thank y'all so much. And I say that. I say the super chats because, um,
It couldn't
fast.
happen to a nicer person. I'm serious. You
Uh,
couldn't have. Dude, you're one of the nicest people I've ever met on YouTube.
thank you, Frank.
There's some shit you got to worry about. There's always drama coming from
I
somewhere,
know.
but brother, you are one of the nicest people, and there are not enough of you. There is not enough of you. We are seriously lacking in the integrity, the fun, the infectious laugh, the smile. We need more Makinis in the world. Man, I mean we do. And you
So what you're
doing
saying?
what you do
So
is
what you're saying is I need to start procreating. Is that what you're saying? Start,
we need more bikinis in the world. Yes, we do. And
no,
I don't say that often. I don't think I've ever said that to anybody on YouTube. But we need more of you, man. We
thank
do.
you, man. Thank y'all. That means a lot. Thank you.
Mac
It's
is one of the
been
most dedicated dudes I know. Words
it's
boy. So
it's
I mean, dude, there wouldn't be in the people in this chat saying the wonderful things that they are,
I
if you
know.
weren't a wonderful person.
I
You're one
know.
of a kind.
It's just for me is like I can't. It's just I guess it's how I was raised. It's just like we've seen so much. We've seen we've been in the trenches. I've seen so much just like stuff going down all over the place. My time on YouTube, and I'm just like, listen, as somebody, listen, just make sure you do right. No matter what happens, just make sure you do right by the people around you. Make sure you do right by them, no matter what happens. And it just comes down to I'm somebody who is. Thank you, Art. Thank you so much, Art. I love you, sweetheart. Um,
Darth Arlena says, "Congrats again, Mac." And stop. I'm driving and tearing up. I
that's
have a
what happens.
reputation to uphold as a meanie face.
That's what happened because people started tearing up around me when I got really when I get emotional sometimes. People start tearing up around me. And it was like that. It was like that during the birthday stream. And I was like, nothing could top that 800 birthday stream we did because that was very emotional for so many people, for myself mostly, because I almost choked up at the very end of that stream and and like I said, probably one of the greatest birthday presents I ever got was spending that Saturday night with the people I love and care the most. And it was just so amazing to see so many people show up. It was so amazing to just see all that entire group shot show up. And now it's like I have like two freaking pictures here of I got like two freaking pictures here of just like the moments I have to do. And I joked about this when I joked about this during the 900 celebration that I am going to have to do a that at 1000 I may have to do like a mural of every single person who's helped me along the way, because I was just like, because I did this for 900, I just did this like a mural of just like all the different characters we've created on our channel over the years. And I feel like at 1000 I have to do like this huge like mural, like I have to go on a larger page just to do like a huge just group shot of just every single person who has helped me along the way. That's what it feels like, that's what it just feels. And it's just a lot of it, and a lot of it's why I am is because I'm too. I have to be humble. I have to be humble because the reason I have to be humble is that I guess how I'm raised. I said this. I was talking about this yesterday. The reason why I'm so humble is because I have to. I realize that all of this that I have can be taken away just like that. So I've learned to be very grateful, to be very thankful of the people around me and the support I have. And
That's a big thing. And really quick, because I want to add to what you're saying here. Magitech Mag says, Mac, all I can say is onwards and upwards. Thank you, Mags, for that $5 super chat. Mexican Iron Man. Loki and I were talking about how YouTube is full of people that are unappreciative, lack of humility, jealous, paranoid about being successful. Then there is Makini, a total role model and a great man.
thank you.
That's true. That is
The thing
absolutely
was
true.
that, and I think it also just comes to the fact that it's not just me, not just being, raised to be thankful and grateful for the stuff I have, and not lamenting the stuff I don't have too much. But for me, I've always saw myself as, even when I was on Instagram, even when I'm on other social media platforms, even when I'm around other people, I've always saw myself as the little kid who always looks up to the big kids. And that's how I saw you guys. You guys are like the big kids to me.
No,
And it feels
brothers.
like I
Why
get
do you
to
think
hang
I
out
always
with
say
the,
brothers?
I feel like I
Why do
get to hang out with the cool kids. I feel like I get to hang out with so many of the big kids I look up to. And that's just me. I'm just like an aspiring somebody who just has a lot of aspirations, somebody who has just a lot of ambition and such. And that's always just how I am. I look up to these guys. I see what you guys do. I see this community. I see you guys are like heroes to me. You guys are like, I get to hang out with really cool people. I get to hang
Brothers,
out with so many awesome people.
brothers,
And I get to hang out
sisters.
with all family. I feel special.
Brother, I don't say brother. I don't say brother. I don't call people brother because I'm like, yo, aloha, brother. No, I don't. I'm not. I'm not from the island, man. I say brother because we're all family. All of us doing this grind. All of us kicking ass, taking names. All of us in this soup. We're all brothers and sisters. Some people respect that. Some people don't. Some people, they'll throw it back in your face and spit in your face because they have absolutely no respect for that. They're jealous, they're upset, they're butthurt, they're up their own ass, whatever. Maybe one day they'll see it, maybe one day they don't, but I'm not going to change because someone wants to act like a douche. I'm going to be me and I'm going to keep being me. And that's been a big thing. I'm not going to let somebody else change me. I'm not going to let someone else change me and make me anything less than I started out. I'm going to grow and I'm going to become more and I'm going to become a better person and I'm going to keep kicking ass and keep taking names and keep treating people like their family.
Exactly.
And that's not going to change. And that's a big thing.
And just for me, it's just like I see you guys because I see you guys as big kids. See you guys as just like people I look up to, people I aspire to be. I want to, that's why I make sure that, anytime I build a strong friendship with any one of y'all, I try my best to cherish it. I really do, because I know that it can be taken away. I know that it can all be taken away. So that's why I remain humble, and that's why Bruce Mads and everybody in my chat loves to bully me because I'm too humble. Sometimes it's moments like this I cherish. It's the people I cherish the most, and it's the people that I'm willing to go out of my way to make amends, to try to do right by, no matter what. Just because for me that's just the right thing to do. It's just the best thing to do. That's how I was raised, and I am so blessed. And Leia, thank you. It's just that the thing I look back is that I am so blessed to, the good Lord has blessed me with this incredible gift, this absolute gift, and I have not squandered on that one bit. And I feel like it's that gift, and it's my desire to never waste that gift I have is what got me to this point. It's what got me here. It's what got me across the finish line. It's what's helped me with the it's what's connected me through you guys, through everyone around me. It that matters. It matters so much. And it's just like it all started with a pen. It all started with me freaking just turning the camera on. It all started with me just turning the camera on and just saying, let's do this. No matter what, no matter how bad the equipment I have, let's just do this. And then 2 years later, and like 2 years and like over like 100 shows later, here we are at this freaking moment right here. And to quote Eric July, we're just getting started.
Yeah.
It's just getting started. It's just
That's right.
This is only chapter 1 of my journey, of my YouTube journey. Basically, this is only the first chapter.
You keep that fire, no matter what chapter you're at, no
It's
matter
like,
what. Don't ever lose that fire, because if you've lost that fire, something's gone wrong, and you've gone the wrong way.
It's a funny analogy because it feels like I've become the Tony Stark in my own YouTube sphere. I've basically become the Tony Stark in my own YouTube sphere, and we went from we went to the Avengers, we went to Age of Ultron, we went to, Infinity War, where it was like, we lost so much. And then just that moment in Endgame where everybody just came through the portal. That's what this month has been like. It's been that entire scene, that whole scene in Endgame where
Avengers!
I see everyone come to the portal. Yes, everybody started coming from the portal. I'm like, are you serious? I just lost my mind. It was just, that's what it felt like. That's what I was feeling like. It was just like, and it was just like the only beginning. It was just, where did it start? Yeah, the sky was the limit. Where did it start? And here we are now. And it's like, I get the pleasure, I get the absolute distinction to tell myself, Makini Draws was never a dead channel to begin with. We were never a dead channel to start. No, we just kept hustling.
That's right.
We just kept hustling. We were just in the freaking trenches getting the work done, because the work is that's what people are going to see. That's what people are going to find you for. But also, it's like they'll see the art and they'll subscribe to the art, but they will stay for the person behind it. And that is so important. That's so important. That's my message to everybody in this chat. The people, they will subscribe to your channel for the content, but they will stay for the content creator. They will stay for the person behind it. I kept telling, what I was telling on my stream yesterday with Mads, I was like, I was telling Arwen, I was telling everybody, it's like, I'm so grateful of these guys who had a hand in some way in putting this channel together. And it made me realize that, like, that stream we did, the Makini live we did with Arwen, none of that wouldn't have happened if you didn't make it happen. And that's what it comes down to. You got to make it happen. It really is. It really is. You can't. No one can get you there.
No one
can get you there but yourself, and no one will be able to get you out of bed and do that but you. So, and it made me think, I was like, none of this would have happened if I didn't turn on that camera. None of this would have happened if I didn't tell myself, let's do this. Let's make this happen. None of this wouldn't have happened.
That's right.
And, it all comes down to you, and it comes down to you. You got to make this happen.
That's right.
And if that's something you pick up, and I'm so grateful to be this I feel like I've become an example. I feel like I've become basically the textbook definition of what happens when you don't give up on YouTube. That's what it feels like. This is
Words
what
board.
happens when you did not give up. You kept pushing through.
Words board has a message for you. He says, "Believe it or not, Mac, you are a big reason I haven't given up yet. I almost did."
We stay together. We stick together through thick and thin. And believe me, last year when Ords was demonetized, there was no other person that was just as angry as he was than me, because I was legitimately pissed off.
Oh yeah, I wanted to
We
scout.
all were.
I wanted to scout me a motherfucker. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. I think a lot of the entire fellowship, everybody was pissed off when that happened. And the thing is that, and another great example is Fats, having to be demonetized from, his from just seeing the enormous growth he got from the convoy streams and covering what's been going on in his native country. Those things mattered, and that, there were so many moments where it's just like I hear so many people was just like they want to give up after that, and it's like I can't give up. I don't want to tell them to not give up, and I'm like, I'm doing it in my power to make sure I'm not giving up myself for them. And I'm so happy to see that, I was so happy to see that, Fats got remonetized again. That was a great moment, because I was like, I'm so happy to see that. I really am. And it's like everything is just coming together. And plus I also gotta bring Fats up because he has the he gets the special distinction. He gets the special the special moment, in that the moment he motivated me. He actually motivated me to do a face reveal on his stream, and he got a bunch of super chats because of it. That was the funny part. And I remember you were there. I remember so many people were there when I did that face reveal.
Yeah, it was.
So I will. And I did do a second face reveal for Arwen on the birthday stream, and it was like a blink and you miss it. But and I will do a full face reveal on the 2-year on the monetization stream. I will definitely do that for you guys, because you guys truly earn that, and you guys deserve that. So many people deserve that. And
I have one more question.
Yeah.
And take as long as you want to answer it too. I'm not.
Okay.
This is no rush. I'm just saying I have one more question before we get out of here. A piece of advice from you for people that have not picked up that microphone yet, that have not made their first stream yet, or that have just started YouTube and are just now venturing into this giant gathering, fellowship, whatever you want to call it. I think of it like, well, you're in a pond and you got a big ocean out there, and the little fish, enjoy being a little fish. That's always been my advice. Enjoy that until it's time where you've grown up and you're in the ocean. But what do you say? What do you have to say for those people just starting out that really haven't gotten any information, anything? They don't know what's going on yet.
You have to do it. You just gotta. If you're dedicated, if you want to grow, no matter what, you just gotta do it. You can't just sit and say, and I think I remember saying this on Sunday, was that you can't just sit and say, oh, I'm going to do this, or I'm going to do that, or I can't do this. No, you just have to do it. You just have to just jump, take that leap. Take that freaking leap. Like, look what happened with Young Repa. He took that leap. And now his campaign, his publishing is now acquired nearly 10, 20, 30,000 in support and nearly 3.5 million in donations. You got to take that leap. You have to get up and say, let's do it. No matter what, I want to do this. And you have to do this for you. You have to do this because you love to it. You cannot treat this as a business. You can, but you have to have a love for the content you put out. You have to. Otherwise, you wouldn't be doing it. Otherwise, you would just see this as like a job. You would just see this as just like a job that you'd be slogging through. I don't ever want to think like that. You have to find a love and a reason to do this, no matter what, no matter who watches, no matter if it's just 100,000 people watching. You have to have a love for this yourself. And if you are passionate about what you're doing, especially on camera, if you're very passionate about it, the audience, they're going to feel it too. Just like here right now, everybody's feeling that energy. Everybody's feeling that energy because, you yourself are passionate about it. You yourself are energetic about it. It becomes contagious. Everybody feels that. Never forget that. But so there's so many advice and answers I can give you to Loki, but I think this specific answer is going to hit close to home. And this is something that this can be applied to anything you do. To all of the YouTubers out there who are just getting started, to all the people who are just kind of struggling, trying to, to grow and such, never forget these words I'm about to say. No matter if it's one person, no matter if it's 100 people, no matter who it is, one, focus on the content you're putting out because you never know who's watching. And two, here's the second thing. No matter if you're just a small fry or you're you have like 1 million subs like PewDiePie, or you're like 500-600K like Young Rippa or Geeks and Gamers, or Gary of Nerdrotic. Never forget, big or small, never forget this. No matter how big or small you are, you will always be someone's favorite YouTuber. You will always be someone's favorite YouTuber. Always. You will always have one person who will watch everything you do, who loves everything you do. I said this yesterday. There are people who I am guaranteed that there's at least one person who watched every single one of my streams who feels like their life has been fulfilled because of it. Even if they're not commenting, there's always someone, you're always somebody's favorite. Always. Even it could be like, you could be like your mom's favorite channel, or like your little sister's favorite channel, or the kid down the street, you're probably their favorite channel. You're always somebody's favorite channel. You're always someone's favorite content creator. You're always someone's favorite artist. And if you just focus, and no matter what, as long as you got that, as long as you just, even if it's just one person watching, that's good enough. Sometimes that's just good enough. Sometimes that's just grateful. You're just grateful to just have that one person always watching. Even if they're not commenting or saying anything in the chat, they're watching. You're somebody's favorite channel. Even if they're not showing it, even if they're not like in the chats or anything, there's always someone watching your content and somebody loving your content. You never realize. Here's the thing: when you think about Van Gogh, you think about great artists of our time. A lot of those incredible artists, they didn't become, a lot of those artists didn't become an inspiration until after they're gone. And that's something to think about. Think about think about think about what you're putting out, and you never know. You will never, and I will tell you this, Loki, and I will tell everybody this, you will never know who you've inspired until after you're gone, after you leave this earth, after you leave this plane. You never know who is inspired. You never know who will think about, and that's something to think about, Loki. Is like even after, even if something were to happen to all of us, even if something were to happen to all of us, because our time is coming. Think about the next generation. Think about the people who are coming after us. They may stumble upon your content, and they may be inspired by that. And that's something I think about. That's something I want to lead, and that's something I always want to think about, is that I'm probably going to be inspiring people after I'm gone. I'm probably going to find some people to love it. I don't believe in that you're going to be forgotten when your time is up. I don't believe that. You're always going to be remembered by at least one person or many people. You're never going to be forgotten. Guaranteed that. I always believe that. So, but that's the piece of advice I will give. No matter how big or how small you are, never forget that you will always be someone's favorite YouTuber. Always.
Thank you so very much for agreeing to come on today. This has been one of the best YouTube talks I've ever had. So thank you very much, Makini. I'm so happy that you have hit 1K. I'm so happy that you've hit this milestone. And I know that you were going to hit many more in the future.
I hope so.
And you know what? I want to see a comic book. God damn it.
Too.
I want to see
I was
Makini
talking
comic
about.
book.
The funny thing. I was talking with Badge yesterday on yesterday's stream. I was like, all that we could do when it feels like a lot of doors about to be open for me. When I think when they probably have been open for a long time. I just haven't looked into it. But a lot of those doors it does feel like a lot of doors are opening for me, and it feels like a lot of possibilities are endless of what we can do, because I'm already thinking about channel memberships. I'm thinking about all of this. I'm thinking about so much. But I think the next milestone is 2K by the end of next year. They established the next milestone will be 2K for the end. By December of 2023, I hope to be at 2K. But this is a YouTube journey for me. So who knows? Years down the line, I could be at 5K.
You could. You could be that. You could be that at next year. You never know. You could be under that. You could be over that. You could be anywhere. You never know. You never know how long it's going to take. You never know how long.
But this is a marathon. You got to stay. Yes. Yeah, you got to stay the course. This is a marathon.
Yes.
You can't stay the course. You cannot think short-term gain, because you got to make sure that it's long-term. Figure out that long-term success. Figure out what you're going to do in the long run that's going to help you continue to grow. Because I know I always fear that my channel is going to be a dead channel, but it's like, no, you can't think that. You can't fear that, because you're going to keep putting. You're only a dead channel if you're not dedicating yourself to put the content out. If you're not having that, if you don't have that desire to put content out, then yeah, you will see your channel becoming dead. You have to have that desire. You have to have that passion to do it. And for me, I make sure that I always have a passion. I always have a reason to do this, and I always have a reason to love doing this. Not just a reason to do it, a reason to love doing it.
Love doing it. That's right.
So that's
right.
It comes down to you. It comes down to you. And I hope that I have become a shining example of just going out and doing it. So
Thank you, brother. Thank you for being on here this morning.
I feel
Thank
bad we're
you.
going down to half. I thought we went long. I don't usually go for long, and I'm like expecting Loki to kind of, hey, wrap it up, wrap it up. I was like, oh,
No. We're 20 minutes over this morning, and I don't care. We go as
that happens.
and that's great. I usually there is a hard cutoff at 9 o'clock, 9 a.m. my time, but no, you've been absolutely great.
You know what the funny thing is? It's just for the past couple of Makini live episodes, it's just we have fun, but then it just kind of gets into like an emotional point. It gets to like the personal viewpoint. It just and I think that's what is naturally with me. It just naturally we get to that segment where I just we go personal. We just talk about life. We talk about like this. I guess you could say it starts out as like the regular fun shit, then it becomes Loki's Wednesday morning mystery, where it's very personal talk, where it's very talk that advice. You know what I mean? It keeps happening with me. It keeps happening. Anyway, that's all I know. I could go longer, but I know we got pressed for time. So.
I love you, brother. I want you back on. I want you back on at some point. I've absolutely loved this. This has been an absolutely wonderful stream. We got to get you back on the show again.
Absolutely.
Definitely talk YouTube. I mean, we've spent almost an hour and a half talking YouTube, and it's been a great show.
Thank you. I was just saying, and I'll say one last thing on the sky's the limit thing. Is like, listen, there's a lot of doors opening. I do hope that, who knows, maybe down the line, I could actually be doing digital. I can actually be doing digital work. I could actually having, I got all these plans set out and such, and I'm like, I am going to set out and do it. I am going to set out and do it. Damn it. No matter how bad it's going to look at first, but it's going to grow over time. And who knows? I may be able to do stuff like what you're seeing, what my profile pic is right now. So I'll do it all completely digital and such like that. So sky's the limit, and the possibilities are endless for me now.
Let me read these out real quick.
Yes,
Mr. Tickle Trunk with a $5 super chat says Makini has a gift for Gab for sure. Hey Mackie, congratulations on hitting that impossible milestone. Put in the time, grind it like Mackie.
Thank you. Oh my god, that's gonna be a hashtag.
Grind it like Mackie.
Grind it like Maki. Grind it like Maki. I love that. Oh, I'm gonna have to remember that. I'm gonna have to write that down.
Grind it like Maki. We'll write it down. Magitech Mags with a $5 super chat says, Mac, all I can say is onward and upwards.
Thank you, Max.
We read the one from Darth Arlena. Thank you so very much, Darth Arlena. Mary Mayhem with $1.49 super sticker. Thank you, Mary, so very much. DJ Ronnie G with $2 super chat says, Arwen, warrior princess.
That's special. I know it's but to give you guys an update, I am just waiting on the approval process for monetization. So, and then I will let you guys know when the monetization stream is. And I can tell you this, and I can tell you this, everybody, Loki here, there is going to be a race. There is going to be a competition for who can get me the first super chat.
Oh yeah.
People
the
were
second
saying,
you put that stream up and turn that button on, it's going to be like, boom, first bitches.
So everybody's gonna be racing to who can get Makini the first super
What you're gonna have to do is to accurately call first. You're gonna have to pull up. I'll show you how to do it. You're gonna have to pull up monetization on your YouTube panel and actually look in the like super chat thing. That way, if one of them like disappears and goes away, you've got an accurate, because believe me, the second you put that stream up, it's gonna be a race to be like first bitches.
They were even saying that like they're gonna like, I think when the moment I set that stream up, they are gonna set their super chats up, and it's just gonna be who can hit that send button first.
Yeah.
First. I look forward to that, and I will make a big deal about that. It's like, you guys are the first. It was like, whoever's my first super chat, I will make a special animation for you just for that. So. I look forward to it, guys. I mean this from the bottom of my heart. This is
June Wong with $2 super chat says, "Keep drawing, Makini. My computer crashed in OBS."
I will. I will.
Cardinal Sin with a 1999 super sticker. Brother, thank you so very much. And that super sticker was, "You are great." Thank you. Thank you so very much, my friend. Mexican Iron Man with $4.99 super chat. Congrats to brother Makini. Skull.
I will get you on. I will make it my crusade. To get
Just
you
as
on.
Fat Steven Seagal says, "We want the black guy stuff origin story." God help us. God help us.
I love this man.
Where's the forklift? We need the forklift.
No. We established on yesterday's Cyberpost stream. We need the twerk lift.
The twerk lift.
The twerk lift.
Darius Munchausen throwing popcorn out this morning. And just as Fat Stevens called, "Daryl is beautiful when your eyes are closed." Yeah, I read that one. Okay, we are caught up. Thank you guys so very much for your super chats this morning. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being a part of Valhalla. Thank you, Makini. Again, you've been absolutely excellent this morning. I can't wait to have you on again.
You know what, Shellback? I see you in the chat right there. And
What's Shellback doing?
Shellback said, "Is it too late to unsuffer Makini?" Yeah, too late for that, brother. he was going to try to unsuffer me the moment I hit 1K.
God.
Oh, me.
All right, we're out of here. Take care. Be excellent to each other. Always speak friend to enter. Damn straight, brother. Right. Hell yeah. See you later.
Much love, everyone.
And a week from today, just in case anybody's still here, a week from today is the return of the Comic Book Roundtable. Wednesday nights, 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. The Comic Book Roundtable is back.
I can't wait. I will be there.
So I can't wait to see you guys there. Take care again. Be excellent to each other. Always speak friend to enter. We'll be back next week for more YouTube talk. Have a great one, everybody.
Much love, everyone.